Hello, 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 and welcome, welcome, welcome. I am Lavella, and we are continuing our adventure in our forever world with spring winds. I have so much to tell you. Okay, first of all, as you can see, I have a copper pick in my hand. I know I should have done that on camera. I'm sorry, but I've been doing a lot of digging, and I thought I'd try it out. And I love them. I realize that a lot of people rush and they go straight to iron tools or get to diamond tools really quick. I used stone tools for way too long, probably. So the copper being as plentiful as it is, I was like, nah, we'll give it a shot. And I like it. I don't know what the numbers are as far as how much faster they are or how much longer they last, but I like them. Anyway, before I forget, let's do our thing. Okay, so for those of you who might be watching for the first time, I try to start every episode with a view of my stats because there are some people in the YouTube Minecraft world who have a tendency to say, oh, well, we're doing this all in survival. And then when they're not recording, they go into creative and they give themselves stuff they didn't uh, collect, and which if it's your single world or if that's the rules, then it's fine. But don't lie to people about it. You know what I'm saying? You want to bounce between survival and peaceful and creative and whatever. That's you. It's your game. It's your world. Just don't lie about it. Just tell people I wasn't feeling good. I didn't feel like taking the time to harvest 15,000 jungle trees, so I gave myself 3 chests full of. Just be honest about it. I don't have a problem with people doing whatever they want to do in their game as long as you're not hurting anybody or like really like breaking the rules of Minecraft, which is hard to do because it's pretty open. But anyway, as long as you're, not trying to be deceiving or hurtful, I really don't care what you do in your world. But this is my world, and I am collecting everything myself. I am not going into creative. I am not going into peaceful. Um, So what I do is at the beginning of the episode, I show my stats for those who care. They can pause it, they can slow it down, they can look stuff up and go, did she really mine all that sand so she could make all that sandstone? Did she really mine that? Where did she get all that sandstone? That looks suspicious. Well, all you got to do is look on here, and it'll show you that I trust and believe. I did that myself, and not with a creative. I did that in survival. Gathered all the sand, converted it into sandstone, gathered all the sandstone I could find. Oh, it was a journey, but we'll get into that later. Okay, so that's the items. Mobs, I've killed a bat. I've killed 5 creepers. Creeper killed me. I killed a drowned. I've died a drowned. I've killed 2 glow squid. That's recent. 15 pillagers. 3 sheep. 8 skeletons. 46 slime. That's going to be part of today's episode. 11 spiders. 6 trader llamas. Killed a wandering trader. Apparently, there's a new thing. You don't have to kill them or kill the llamas. You can just shear and get the leads. Apparently, that's a new thing with this update. So, I don't know if that's going to save any wandering traders or not as far as I'm concerned, but now it's a thing. I've killed 18 zombies, and a zombie has killed me. Okay, so there's the stats. So, full transparency. And then my cape, I watched a Minecraft stream yesterday on Twitch, and they have a cape drop for the copper update. And I got it, and I got the code, and I did the plugging in the code and everything. But it hasn't been. I think they said it. Somebody said it takes 24 hours for it to hit your account. So it hasn't been 24 hours yet. But when I was looking at the capes, I was like, well, this is the cape I got from migrating my account. And so I just switched it to that. I don't know if anybody cares about the capes, but I think they're kind of cool. So anyway, let's look first of all. I have something to show you. I'm so happy about it. I'm so happy about it. So happy about it. So happy about it. Do you see it? Do you see it? No, you don't. You know why? 'Cause I tore it down. It's gone. That big, ugly cobble box, gone, 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 gone. It no longer exists. It's gone. Goodbye. Bye bye. It's gone. And no, these jungle trees are not here to stay. They are here to be harvested for junk wood. I typically use jungle for that because if you let them grow long enough, you can just slide right up the vines all the way to the top and just chop your way down and you get multiple stacks, like one or two or maybe a stack and a half or maybe 2.5 stacks. If you get a really tall 2x2 jungle tree and you chop all that down, you're going to get a lot of wood. And that makes a lot of chests. It makes a lot of sticks. So we were working in here last time, and I said, I think we should put some oak logs around there. And that's what I have done. And then you can see underneath the oak logs, I used slabs for the ceiling. And so we will look at that. Don't look at too much stuff. I don't want to spoil everything all at once. Anyway, this is what we use for the floor, ceiling. It's not the floor, it's the ceiling. Anyway, so we did that. And as you can see, we actually have storage. Now, I'm not trying to be judgmental, okay? Let me say that straight up. But I'm a hoarder in game, not in real life. In real life, I'm like, oh, we haven't messed with that in 6 months. It can go to the garage, or it can go in the trash, or it can go to Goodwill, or it can go. I'm not a hoarder in real life. I'm not one of those people. Those kind of people in real life that are actual hoarders, they actually need help. It's a chemical imbalance in their brain. Anyway, that's not what I am in real life. But in game, everything in this game is useful for something. Even a poisonous potato. You can't compost it, you can't plant it, you can't feed it to animals, but you can eat it. Not the greatest food, not something I would recommend, but you can. So even a poisonous potato has a purpose. So anyway, I save everything. Well, most of the time. Depends on what mood I'm in and how much cobble I have laying on the ground. But, so this floor, which I have marked with the wood slabs, um, armor, food, arrows, horse armor, tools, weapons, torches, books, potions, aggro mob drops, passive mob drops, fishing, shipwrecks, treasure, leaves, dyes, flowers, plants, beetroot, brown mushroom blocks, carrots, chorus fruit, cocoa beans, melon, netherwort blocks, potatoes, pumpkins, red mushrooms or mushroom blocks, stem blocks, wheat. Okay, so that's all the food and crops, all that. And so basically these are the necessities. What you're wearing, what you're using to dig or protect yourself, your horse armor. I should probably have made one for wolf armor too, actually. We may just put that in with the horse armor. But anyway, and then so far it's kind of random stuff, right? It's the stuff you need for gear, it's the drops, and it's the passive mob drops. They're not all going in here. This is kind of the miscellaneous passive mob drops. We have another section for wool and another section for well, I guess it would just be wool. Anyway, so this is like for leather and, well, you can see here, eggs, whatever. So, anyway, so this is kind of the random stuff. And then this is plants and crops. And, because I'm not going to read every chest. We'll be here 4 episodes. Then we have the trees. We've got acacia, bamboo, birch, cherry, crimson stem, dark oak, jungle, mangrove, oak, pale oak, spruce, warp stem. And I think that's all the types. And yes, I don't know if you noticed or not, but these are in alphabetical order. A, B, B, C, C, D, blah, blah, blah. Then the rest of this section is for crafted items. So these things are crafted items, right? But they don't have the name on them. So like oak, see like oak, these are logs. And the reason I spread them out is because like if I'm in a hurry and I'm doing the shift click, blah, 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 it's not going to let me throw stuff in here that doesn't go in here. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean, Vern? And then the last one in the grouping is for the crafted items. But see, this says oak stairs. The crafted items over there are for just crafted items that don't have a. It's not going to say jungle door. It's not going to say acacia planks. It's not going to say, it's not going to have a wood type in the name. Those go in the stuff where the wood section is. If it doesn't have a wood type, like a chest or a ladder or a crafting table, then it goes in here. Okay. Then I have ores over here, and I haven't decided yet. It depends on how full this gets. But like iron, this chest is for the metal part. That's going to be for the metal. But then like this chest, my plan for now, this is where we'll put lanterns because you use iron to make lanterns. This is where the mine carts will go and the rails will go and, cauldrons, buckets, whatever you make iron with. That's the crafted items with iron. And then this will be the crafted items for copper. Basically, so you get it. Anyway, this is the first floor. Now, what I was saying is I try not to be judgmental, okay? But as a game hoarder, when I watch someone else and they have a room, say, about this size right here, and they have about 10 to 12 chests, and they go, okay, we have a storage room, my brain just starts going, how is that storage room? There's no way you can put everything in there. Well, not everybody's a hoarder, and not everybody is trying to collect every single thing in the game, and some people actually know how to throw stuff away. So maybe they only need 12 chests, and that's fine. However, for my game style, I need lots of storage. Now, several seasons ago on Hermitcraft, I can't remember if it was season 4 or 5, but Rendog had a goal that he wanted to accomplish, and that was to collect a double chest of every single item in the game, including what could be crafted or what could be looted, etc. Every single item in the game, he wanted to collect a double chest. Now, you can't do that with a dragon egg. There's only one, period. You can't, well, unless you're going to glitch the game or, some kind of Doc M77 redstone magic or whatever. But by vanilla standards, there's only one dragon egg. So, obviously, you're not going to have a double chest of that. But ever since I saw him try to do that, and, oh, good Lord, that's been at least 6 years ago. I've always wanted to do that. I'm not saying we're going to get it done here. We might. As a forever world, it shouldn't be that hard to do if we're going to be here forever. Doesn't say it has to be done by tomorrow. But anyway, that is something I would like to do at some point, is have a minimum, a double chest of every single item in the game. Just 'cause. Not because it's an advancement or anything, but just 'cause. Did I not sleep? I was just raining. I don't think I can sleep again. Anyway, so this floor is gear, drops, crops, food, and wood, and ores, and the main smelter that I'm using. Oh, wait. Right, back up. I don't know if you saw this or not. And then I have my little composter over here where you put the seeds or whatever, beetroot, whatever, and it goes through there. It goes into the composter, comes out here, and voila, bone meal. Okay. Now, my initial plan, and I keep saying initial plan because things change. As in the last time you saw this area, I had to push this wall out, which I have obviously done, and so things change. My initial plan is to have a smelter set up on each floor and a composter set up on each floor. But as I keep going, I'm like, do I really need that many smelters? And then I'm like, well, yeah, right now it may not be a big deal, but once I start going into the nether, I love netherrack. Now, don't necessarily love it in its raw form, but I love to smelt it into bricks, love to make it into the red netherrack or nether wart bricks. I love that color. Okay, so when I start digging in the nether, I smelled a lot of netherrack. So having multiple smelters might not be a bad idea. But right now, I'm just not ready to invest all the iron in all the hoppers. So that's kind of half done right now. And as far as the composters go, um, don't know that it's absolutely necessary to have this on every floor, but it fills the space nicely. And um, I can't imagine a time when I have so much stuff to compost that I can't get it in a single chest. But, it looks good. But again, right now, I don't have the iron to invest. Now, let's say at some point we make an iron farm and we're swimming in iron and we have it coming out of our eyes, ears, nose, and toes. Then, okay, we'll just do whatever. So this floor is stone, which is why I put the stone here so I can tell. Because I kept spending a lot of time going up and down the ladder going, which floor is this, which floor is this, which floor is... So this makes it a visual reminder. That one is the gear and wood stuff, and this one is rocks. So it starts over here, and after the fact, I'm looking at this going, why didn't I start everything on this? But anyway, uh, it's in alphabetical order as well. I think I got all the types because I went to Google and I said, I need the name of every block in the game for Java Minecraft, and someone in Reddit made a beautiful alphabetized list. And I'm talking about every item, like acacia door, acacia slab, acacia fence, acacia gate. It's all in alphabetical order, and it's amazing. So anyway, I went through that to try to make sure I got some stuff because I'm forever making this stuff, and I do alphabetical order because it's easier for me to find stuff that way. It's the way my brain works. Anyway, I would usually start with andesite, and then I would go to say cobbled deep slate, and then I'd have a whole bunch of stuff that I'd come back and go, oh crap, I didn't make a place for amethyst. Oh, I didn't leave room for basalt. Oh, I didn't leave room for blackstone. Oh, it might have been nice to have bone bricks to build or blocks to build with. Oh, what about bricks? Oh, so I used that list and I tried to make a space for every possible block. Now, as you can see, ancient debris only gets one chest. If you think I'm going to fill a double chest with ancient debris, well, I might. I might for that goal. But just as passive playing and not trying to make that goal, that would not happen. But because of that goal, at some point, that might actually get filled up. But chances are, it'll be a lot